It's the freedom. It just makes me so happy. It's just me and this mean machine underneath. It's just so much power within your hands, but you still have to tame the beast.
Motorbikes for me they're an easy way to go quickly when there's space, but actually I quite like the process. I like something that's really well made.
You're just sort of floating midair in your own space, in your own world. I love rugby because I love the contact, and I know a lot of people don't like saying it out loud and it's all very safe and etc, but there is no greater pleasure in life than running through someone, preferably 2 or 3 people.
Rugby is very communal, it's very together, it's very family and all your mates, and it's big groups. I can't live a life, I'm not an adrenaline junkie, but I can't live a life completely without exhilaration and risk.
So why do you ride?
Why do you ride? Why?
On days like today, I have no idea.
My name's David Flatman. I used to be a professional rugby player. I'm not anymore. I'm now a rugby commentator, pundit, presenter, writer, rent-a-mic, gob.
My name's Shaunagh. I'm a rugby player for Harlequins, ex-England, 30 caps, 80 odd caps for Harlequins. I'm all about women's empowerment. I'm all about speaking up for the minority and speaking up for people who can't normally be heard. And general also gob. I got into riding bikes because growing up I was always the only girl amongst boys, sport, activity, whatever it was, and I just obviously knew people rode motorbikes and I knew girls didn't really ride motorbikes, so I told myself, I was 18 and I told myself by the time I'm 19 I want a tattoo and a motorbike. And so that's just what I did, so I got a tattoo just after that, and done my CBT and got a motorbike not long after that. My little 125 on gears,
yeah.
And everyone used to laugh at me like, but I was cool.
Right.
I was cool. I was getting places quicker. I wasn't on the bus anymore. I wasn't on the train anymore. So yeah, just got into riding because it's not what girls and women do, and so sometimes that's why I do things, just because other people don't.
I wanted to get into riding from a much younger age than I did, but I waited until I stopped playing rugby, or after my rugby career I decided I've got time to go and do this now, and actually Triumph really helped me and a couple of others go through it. The cool thing is, like, if I won the Euro Millions this Friday night, the motorbike I would have is a new Rocket, and it's literally the bike that is sat in the car park outside this changing room. So it's almost like, you know, what are the odds of getting on the bike that you absolutely would have if you had any choice in the world? So I ride the Rocket, and I realise I don't keep up with the bike world as much anymore, because it's like I bought Buckingham Palace, mate. I don't need to go on Rightmove, you know what I mean? It's kind of, I've got the right one, so. I'd say to people that aren't riding yet and are thinking about it and that might one day but haven't quite done it, I think I probably had a notion before I did it that everyone on motorbikes is flying around crazy. Actually, I don't do any riding like that. Like, I don't do any riding that is hectic and stressful. It's relaxed and it's nice and it's a nice speed. It's a solitary pursuit for me in a lot of ways, and I like that. Riding a motorcycle requires focus, so I'm focused on the world around me, I'm focused on the road surface, what's ahead, I'm focused on the controls, I'm focused on that, so I'm not thinking about emails or admin or logistics or life or what I'm doing tomorrow.
A lot of the reason I got into bikes was being a female and just wanting to do it because women and girls don't do it. And so it's just that putting yourself out there. If there's something you want to do in life, including riding a motorbike and particularly riding a Triumph, just go and give it a try. But then alongside that, it doesn't matter your size, your shape, your fitness level, like anybody could ride a bike, big or small. You can have the smallest of females on the Rocket. and she could execute it as well as you, as well as anybody else. But it's that empowerment for me, and regardless of who I am. And actually, when I put all of my kit on, people think I'm a man anyway. So it's just, I'm just a person on a bike, regardless of side, regardless of gender. It's not about being a man or woman. It doesn't matter who you are, what size you are, how strong you are. You can ride a bike. If you can ride a bicycle, you can ride a motorbike.